Welcome, everybody, as we take a look at the upcoming game Hollywood Animal on PC. It's scheduled for early release in April of 2025. I wanted to go ahead and take a look at the demo that is currently out and you can play. It's been a lot of fun to play around with. In this game, we are going to be playing a few episodes where we are going to take the role of this real Hollywood studio head as we develop our lot, which this is what it looks like as of right now, to try to make our studio the best among its competitors in this golden age with a very dark side of Hollywood. So I'm super excited to dive in. The way it sets up, I've skipped through a little bit of it. We have our first movie in the works. We inherited this movie whenever we bought out this bankrupt studio. The lead actor on it has unfortunately died, so we won't be able to use him anymore. But this is at a time in Hollywood where you had a studio system, so actors were contracted to specific studios, and it recreates that very nicely. But there, like I said, lots of dark things are going to happen in this. So let's go ahead and get started a little bit as we go. So we have our post-production, we do have our distribution, we have our headquarters. We can't do anything yet. We're unable to upgrade stuff. We are in the middle of producing our script department. We will be able to produce quite a bit more as we go and expand throughout this. We also have our maintenance department. I forgot about them. So this is our reputation. We want to increase that. We'll be able to use that at times. We're going to see some new things come up as well. This is our bank balance as we go. Here you can track your development of movies that you have. And so Blind Love is a little bit of ways. We got 50 days. So let's skip forward a little bit here as we see this one editing through. And you get little news stories up here about your competitors as well as yourself. And so you can see how other movies are doing. It's really got a cool vibe to it. I'm super excited for when this thing comes out, and hopefully we can find some stuff. So this is what I was talking about. It's got a lot of stuff that happens with your people. So Johnny Payne here, our CFO, so they have loyalty. They also have happiness. Well, Johnny here has got a divorce a couple years ago, figures out chances, but then he's met Gilda. Oh, they spend all their time together, can't get enough of each other, like a drug to each other. Even feel guilty mentioning it, but when Gilda visits me, I can't concentrate. Oh, so do me a favor, help me fight this addiction in some kind of access control. So what we can, yeah, sure, we'll control access, increases loyalty, but it decreases happiness. Which doesn't make sense because he's asking for this. We're going to increase the loyalty. Hopefully his happiness will go up over time. We'll help you fight your addictions, Johnny. All right, we've almost got our first movie getting ready here. All right, Blind Love is ready to go. Into post-production results, here we've got. This will show us how much we spent so far. It's also going to show the mass market appeal based on the quality of your studio and the people doing the editing. As it says, things will increase or decrease. So the critic appeal has dropped as well. Then you get experience for all these guys. Our post-production head, our director of the movie. You'll see they have stars that will increase, hopefully over time until they get maxed out. We don't know when that will get maxed out. But the more they do, the more it goes up, more appeal, the better the movies. We also get to select our poster, Blind Love. It's a romantic comedy. That has romantic comedy on it. Let's go with that. So then we get to set up distribution. Now we get to pick our slot. We've missed Valentine's Day. So all the films shown across for the foreseeable future. We got to print the copies there, so we can't do that. Oh, they've already chosen. The previous owners have chosen the release date. You can run your films in cinemas for free, but it's not going to reach a wide audience. So yeah, you have 3,100 roughly scenes. So they've already scheduled 4,000 screenings across other cinemas. Good to know. You can extend your rentals if you think the film can still make a profit. They're going to print the film tomorrow, be finished, ready for distribution in 5 weeks. Goes at all once they finish. All right, they've already paid the cost for us on the previous owner. That's nice. So everything's set up for us. It's going to be releasing right at the end of March. Too bad they missed Valentine's Day. That would have been perfect. So now we have to promote it with advertising. They've already scheduled it, but we get to pick the type that we want. So we're going to choose for adults, 25 years old and above, because this is going to be something that a night out from the kids. And it should do quite well with those ratings. And they don't want to start us with a dud, right? Oh, Roy Vasquez, what's happened? Blind loves a surefire hit. Farewell film by a young star, because, like I said, our star has died. The former owners were mindful of these things. They scheduled production carefully. Chose a good window of release. Would never see the light of... Oh, the old studio, those parasites from Margins Pictures decided Blind Love would never see the light of day. Doesn't even have the title yet, but you don't know what kind of slop they're served their audience. Yesterday's fart, wet armpits. Truth's on our side. We have all the documents. Court battle. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Let's see. Let's let them know that a deal is a deal. We should get our slots back. Now that's where influence points come into play. We can use that to speed up research. We can use that for events like what we just saw. So we are 17 days away from our script department, so we can create new movies. But we already have stuff happening. So the construction's going according to plan so far, but there's a snag. The architect's vision needs a large red leaf maple from Ontario and Minnesota. Okay. Oh, it's about the permits. We can grease the gears a little bit. $200 cash. Sure, we need scripts. Now that's our personal cash. So we have to use that at times to make things happen or make things disappear. Just a few days away from our script department. Here we go. Screenwriters turn ideas into screenplays. Who will we hire for the head? All of these guys are not loyal. None of them are happy. This guy at least gets his bonus, but he's also the more expensive. So he gets a little bit of a bonus on upgrades. He's cheaper. Slightly less curmudgeon. But I think the bonus on the upgrades is going to be worth it. So Ulrich Wells. Don't be so miserable. Ooh, what do we want to specialize in? We're going to be going through the Great Depression, so let's do comedy so we can make people laugh. We're going to have action. And, 1930s, 40s, 50s, historical were big, so let's do historical as well. Here are our screenwriters. We've got Bernard Larson, Felix Hill, and Walter West. Welcome aboard, men. All right, let's get our new scripts going. So we have script ideas right here, and we can pick and we can write. So we have an action. It sets the setting. So we're going to do a action modern American city with a daring adventurer. That sounds fun. Now they have favorite genres, so we're going to give this one to Felix because he likes to write action. Now let's see. We could do a thriller. None of these guys like that really. So I'm going to guess the comedy guy's not going to be great. Let's start him off there, and we're going to give the action one to Bernard Larson. I want to get the scripts out there. Eventually, we're going to be able to develop our own scripts. And here's where that happens. We get to start upgrading. So we're going to upgrade to the story workshop so we can write our own scripts. And we're going to speed that up a little bit. That's why we hired the guy we did, because we can put in 100... Well, to get 5 days on it's not worth it. We could also use influence, but we're going to keep our money. On the larger research ones, that's where we want to spend our money. Okay, so we got to build these. Let's go get on that. We got to have our pre-production, sets, directors, all of that stuff. We're going to put that back here near the script department. And we are going to want... we don't want to spend too much. We'll do the 75% condition. Production. Now this is where we make our movies. Put that right up there. We want people to see it. Yeah, I know. Let's build that here. There we go. All right, let's get our upgrades going on our other sites. So for post-production, some of these are locked during the demo. We're going to go with our film lab. Now, this is one we don't have anybody that can let us upgrade using money. So we could use influence, but that's not going to do too much. So we're going to just sit out, take the 500 days. On this one, in the past, I've made a mistake, and I've done analytics and statistics first. That was not smart. You got to do the marketing outreach, because when the ad campaigns are done, we are on our own to make our own. So we're going to grease the wheels a little bit here, upgrade it, spend $100,000 to get that down 30 days to make sure as we release movies, we're able to do so. Now, all of our main departments here as well, we could go with charity, where we can donate charity to earn reputation points. That's nice. But we want double reputation for all of our profitable films. We're going to earn it that way. Now, in the HR department, let's go with services. Offer employee gifts. Finances, the ability to take out a loan, which I probably should do that at some point. And then here in the legal department, we're going to need legal protection down the road too. So we're going to need to go ahead and do that. In our maintenance, we're going to just do the one thing we can do in the demo, which is medium landscaping. We're not going to spend any money on that because that's not essential. So we got 3 scripts working. We got our 1 movie. We're going to start seeing how we got 7 days until its release. That's exciting. Let's see what we can make. Oh, we have some new stuff we can also build. We can build a producer's office and security. We will need some security. Put that on sets and such. We're going to tuck them back there. Again, we'll use our middle of the road. And let's go ahead and build our other stuff, which is our producer's office, so we can have more producers and therefore make more movies. Willis Brothers are going to be busy with us. All right, Joe Duvall in Blind Love. You can add a tagline. Blind Love. Dance the night away. Looks like they're dancing, so let's go with that. Release the film. Let's make some money. So we got a B on our score. That's good. That's a pretty quality film. We've got good popcorn related for the average viewer. We're good with the critics. We're getting 4-star reviews, a 5-star review with a touching and soulful story. This is a hit in the making. So we get to see all the experience that's earned. Nobody levels up on this one yet. Dewey was close. He's a heck of a producer with 8 stars already. All right. We get to see the final total spent, $493,000. We didn't have to pay for advertising or studio rentals because we took advantage. That's going to hit us in the future on further. So we can see that it is currently in the hole. Oh, Roy Spencer, what do we got? He's borrowed some money from some people. Seemed like good guys. Honest eyes. Great judge of people, but now some annoying jerk is following me around everywhere. Might be strong, but the cars are always stronger. So he wants to gamble more. We need to make movies, Roy. See, he's a gambler. He's got an addiction there. Almost all the characters have something wrong with them. We're not going to let you leave. Yeah, sorry, you're unhappy. You're just going to have to be. Now we can see Blind Love has made money. It has made $15,000 because it grossed $508,000. So it's already in the green. We've got profit. 77% attendance isn't the best for an opening week. It'd be better if we had 100%. But now we have our pre-production, so we can pick actors, directors, and such. We're going to put, this guy really likes us. He's also cheaper, and he can do this. Gene Sullivan, you are a hit. Yes, sir. So we've got these 3. We've got Jane Fisher, Sarah Frid, and Russell Simmons. The movie guy? The music guy? David Gutman, Peter Harrison, Gabriel Rutkowski are all staying. Anthony Campbell and Lewis Matthews are staying as directors. What we are going to need, though, we're going to need another female actor at some point. And we're going to need to get more producers and directors and all of that as well. Oh, we can do an upgrade in the back. Lydia Globe is back in the saddle. So she has a 0 star. Yeah, honey, I know you expected me to start a new film right away, but you're not any good at the moment. 42, what's her skill? Perfectionist. Okay. She wants to, I'm doing speech exercises, stretching out her vocal cords, drinking egg cocktails, getting that velvety voice in the morning. Yes, I can notice a difference. All right. Of course, go ahead. Go ahead. We'll hire your replacement and replace you with somebody younger, I guess. All right. It's the casting office, actors, directors, and cinematographers. This is what we need. Upgrading it, spending the money is not going to be worth it that much. We could spend... That's not going to be worth it either. So we'll just wait the 70 days. That's a short enough one. Got to be smart with our money. I'm really good at blowing through the money. Oh, another studio has released a movie. Oh, Lydia Globe's coming back. It's already causing friction. What's her stuff? She's conceited. Ah, she's going to steal more roles. Yes. Well, I'll take this. Oh, we got... See, they get snippy with each other. All right, we got our production set ready to go. And who's going to head this? So we get... He's cheaper, and he can do upgrades. This guy's double. We can do more money upgrades, but I like the loyalty. He's younger. We're going to go with Leo. We got to get our upgrade growing here as well. You want to get started well. I don't know the best route necessarily, but the line production is 300 days. Production support is 900. While we can get a level 2 soundstage and therefore make better movies. So we're going to go this route, and we are going to spend money here because we can chop this down 30 days. And if we can get a month for 100,000, we'll take it. Nope, Blind Love, how's it doing? So it's gone down in attendance a lot. I don't think we want to extend distribution on this because it's kind of run its course. Advertising campaign's still going, so maybe we do. Is it free? Let's extend it if we don't have to pay. We have our story workshop. So now we can develop sequels, new story elements. This is one that I want to go with because the new story elements let us make things a little bit more interesting. Add more to our movies, and you'll see that as we do our story workshop here in just a moment. Okay, we're going to have a sound stage and a story workshop. Put that there. We'll give that to Willis Brothers. But the sound stage, now you'll notice there's multiple sound stage levels. Does consume electricity and such. I don't think that's really factored in. We're going to put this near the front so people can really be, wow, look at this. We've got movies being made. We want this to be good, so we're going to go with McBride and Sons. Blind Love's still making money. How's it doing? Okay, it's holding up. We are renting out theaters, but it's making more than it's renting. It's doing well. It was number 3 still. Okay. Okay. So pretty soon we're going to be able to start making our own movies. Got a producer's office. And we're going to go with the upgrade specialist here. He's so expensive, though. But he's for 5 years. Nelson Kennedy, you got it. What upgrades can we do here? Only 1, 2 projects per producer. That sounds fantastic. We're going to speed that up. 70 days knocked off for $100,000. This is going to be the only one we can do in the demo, it looks like. Blind Love's racking up the money. It's barely making a profit still, so this will definitely be the end of this. No reason to rent out more movies. Okay, we got a new script. It's not good. The Quiet, not good. Ulrich Walter, oh, that was not his specialty, though, so we'll forgive him. A comedy thriller. That's probably also why it wasn't very good. You have a hopeless romantic, a murderer, and a search for a serial killer. And there's no... Wow. We're going to shelve that one. We're not going to spend money on that one yet. Okay, so we did lose a little bit of money on the end. We're going to end our distribution. It was, man, number 2 the last few, so that's not been doing well. We're going to send it to the archive. Maybe one day we can do a sequel to it. Who knows? Okay, Fred Lawson. So Joe Duvall, he's the guy who, as you can see, had died. The star. So the previous studio made a deal. 25% of the box office would go to his family a few days before his death. Oh, family doesn't know about it. So what difference should it make to them? Yeah, his family's got plenty of money. Yeah. That would be $492,000. No, this never happened. Or maybe his father will drink all the... No, never happened. And this brings up something else we're going to have to deal with. There are secrets that happen, and you don't want these to leak. So we can put security on this to hopefully make this secret go away. Only problem is we have to hire some security to do that. So we can check on our secrets up there. Security's not quite done yet, but when they do, we'll be able to have somebody do it. All right, Steel Jaw. Oh, this is a much better script. 3.73. Okay, that's better. Is this our guy? Let's start this project. So this was the action adventure with a cop and a serial killer. 3s, that gives us something we can work with. All right, so when you're setting up your movie for pre-production, we get to decide. Yes, I wish when you play through it again, you have to sit through all this. We can cancel if we decide we don't want to. It will just be shelved. It won't hurt anything. We are going to add a cinematographer. It's going to be our second best. I want to save our best just in case. We don't have the soundstage ready yet. Never mind. We'll come back to you in a moment. It's right there waiting to go when our soundstage gets finished. We are going to have to build another soundstage, though, because we're going to have more scripts coming. This is going to be our soundstage way. No, we're going to make sure those are good. All right, security's ready. Who's our head of security? We're going to go. He is way too expensive. We don't care about it that much. Jimmy Flores. There you go. Nice and cheap. Let's go ahead and pick what we want. We are going to do bodyguard. It's short. It's quick. Sometimes our actors are going to need some protection, I have found out. And we can go ahead and hire soundstage 1. That works fine. We are going to have to hire some security. I'm not too worried about these guys being all that good. Let's start with salary. Who's our weakest? Claude Martin, you're cheap, 25 years old. Works. Giving you your chance in the movies, kid. We're going to add you to the secret to help knock that down and maybe get some experience along the way to level up. Now we can revisit with the soundstage ready. Soundstage 1. Now you get to choose. Do you want to film in the stage or out? He is better filming on location. But interiors, we're going to go there. We're going to do a level 1. Movie theater, and you know what? At the station, let's do that. And we're going to go out into the city streets. So there's your filming time. It's expected to take 85 days. Good luck. Movies don't ever hit on time or budget, do they? So now we get a look. What's the filming technology? We only have one. It's the Doppler 35mm mono sound. But we can have more extras involved to make it more exciting. We only have one set of props and costumes, but we do have enough crew. We're going to do plenty of crew, and we're going to continue. Add Roy Spencer as producer. We're going to go second tier on this one. Now, we get to select our actors. These are what they've been in recently. And so these are the roles they've been in. You don't want to do too many of the same type. So for our cop, he's been a cop before. It's kind of familiar. He's chased. A leader, hot-tempered. Ooh, who's a serial killer? We're going to go with, he's racist and libidinous. See, they all have problems. An alcoholic, misogynist. We're going to go Rakowski. Yes, we know. We can't repeat things. And the serial killer is a woman. Ooh. Jane Fisher or our undisciplined addict, Sarah Freed. Wow. We're going to go. So she's done a thriller, not lately. So we're going to start here. We don't want to be too bad. And I think we need to hire a new actress anyways. So this is the final set. What we think will happen. 85,000 pre-production, total cost of $297. You get to put your stamp on this. let's start this project. And off they go to make this film. Now, one thing we're going to do is we're going to start working on our own scripts. That's right. We have the story workshop. We're going to open this. We're going to make some magic here. Create a new script. What do we want to create it? We have, well, wait. Who are our writers that we have available? We have Walter West and Bernard Larson. What do they like to do? He is comedy. And he is historical, but he's not as good as Larson. So we're definitely going to go with Larson. Let's go to the story workshop. We're going to make a comedy. Well, I mean, the romantic comedy worked well. How about we do that? And let's go. What do we want to call? Falling. Oh, Head Above the Clouds. Head in the Clouds. We'll do that. That sounds like a romantic comedy, right? Head in the Clouds. We're going to do this. Romantic comedy, you can gauge how much you want of each one. We want more comedy, so we're going to do 65-35. We then get to choose the setting. Head in the Clouds. Is this modern American city or American town? What do we think? We're going to do small town America. Okay, so this is where we get to decide. We don't need to have an antagonist necessarily. We do need this. Is it going to be a hopeless romantic? We'll have a male and then the female. We'll have a love interest. We're going to have the finale is going to be they're going to stay together. Oh, now the events are going to be winning the beloved. So we have enough for one more spot. We could do another this, or we could do a supporting character. I think we're going to do a sidekick. And the sidekick's going to be a male sidekick. There we go. We don't need to have the antagonist necessarily because they're all things that don't really fit with this style. So we're going to let Bernard Larson, who is racist, get to writing. And see how this script turns out. Yes. So we can compose stories anytime we want there. We could compose another one, actually. Get a historical film going. What are we going to call this one? Knights of Steel. Knights of Steel. There we go. This is going to be a historical action adventure. Kind of historical. Fantasy Kingdom. This doesn't really work. We'll go Fantasy Kingdom. For this, well, we have to have a knight, don't we? Antagonists. We have bandit, evil monster, show, murderer, tribal chief, evil witch. Bandit, maybe? Supporting characters. We need to have a sidekick. We're going to have a jousting tournament. And our finale is going to be the antagonist gets punished. We'll see how this thing turns out. All right, Walter, make it happen. Okay, let's speed on. So we can see the progress down here of Steel Jaw. It also shows you how much time is left, how much money it's cost so far. We're going to click, oh, what do we have? Upgraded services. So now we can do aesthetic staff. Employees won't throw a tantrum if you cheap out on landscaping. Okay, sounds good. Oh, or we can do ethnic composition. So this gets us let decide what types of people we're hiring, which some of our not very nice actors can be kind of picky about that. Now we have medium landscaping, so we'll just move on to the upscale look, which is going to take forever. Everything's hitting, so we have a casting office. That's going to be important because we need to get more actors. We could do extras. Scouting office, what does that let us do? Normal quality locations. We could do sets and props or technical support. Well, that costs a whole lot more, those do. So we're going to go sets and props, and we're going to spend money to knock that down 30 days. We've almost got token money from Felix Hill, which is that action drama that he's not good at doing. We have bodyguards. So now it's time. Now this is the crazy part. You can do an operations center where you can organize kidnappings, murders, and the like, protection against surveillance and espionage, or security services. So we're going to do this. It's the least one. We now have another soundstage made. It will be soundstage 2. That works. Oh, what do we have? A journalist from the LA Tribune. Says he's fallen in love with her first film, wants to honor with a tour of the studio, but he doesn't write about movies. He is an investigative journalist. Recently, a cement plant in Santa Barbara was closed after one of his articles published. Oh, they made excellent cement too. Okay, so he says he likes to pluck colorful facts out of the air. He likes beautiful women even more. Let's choose a young actress, someone loyal, not too talkative. Okay. We're just selling out our young actresses. Who are we going to send? Under 30 and loyalty above 50. Jane Fisher. Okay, so now we get into negotiations, and this is where you have to get them to convince. So this shows they require 150. Now, at times you can add offers. We don't have anything to add, so we can like increase this. We can hit this to go straight to what will make them do it. It's going to take $15,000, but it'll be better than getting a huge reputation hit. So off you go. Oh, we have our new script. Be good. That is really solid. 4.9 and 4.2. Not bad for a first script. Who was that? Felix Hill. Oh, yeah, he's our guy. Daring adventurer, murderer, strict parent, sidekick. The antagonist is going to get killed. We're going to go ahead and try to start this project if we have the people available. Okay. You can hire additional employees. That's right. Build a casting office. Producer's office. Okay. So we do have cinematographer. We got our sound stage. We're going to go out into the streets, stay inside for these. We'll go out to a station. 1 star. It won't be the best movie, but we got to start somewhere. Let's get the extras so we can look impressive. Plenty of crew. Let's spend our better producer or better... Anthony Campbell's a disciplined director. That's nice. Okay. Not very good. Sidekick's another female. Strict parent's another female. Peter Harris. David Gutman or Russell Simmons. So these guys aren't as good. I feel like, Harris, he looks like he could be a murderer. He's a leader. He's hot-tempered. Yeah, sure, we'll put you there. But we're going to have to hire some female co-stars for him. So let's pause it for a second. And we are going to have to build a casting office. Build it right here. And we will do a little bit faster there, 32 days. Steel Jaw is ready. Pre-production results, what do we have? It went down drastically because we didn't put anybody good behind it. Ooh. Yep, that's bad. Okay. Well, we don't have any services. We can't add any security because he's busy taking care of our secret. So let's start production. Away we go. David Gutman, what's happening? Friend got drunk at a party yesterday, asked me to help her get home, dropped her studio on the way. Oh, they call our studio a barnyard. The Gersteins did. So we could polish it. We shoot movies here. But no, let's make it a nice place. Increase to medium level within 4 months. Hey, we have the ability to do that. So let's go ahead and change this landscaping to medium. Make sure it looks nicer for everybody. We can handle that. Yeah, everybody likes it. Look at that. Looks a little nicer. David Gutman likes that. Now everybody spends their lunch breaks lying on the lawn under shady palms. Uh-huh. Yeah. You're welcome, David. So Steel Jaw is real and it's shooting right now. What else can we build? Services. Transforms the life of your employees into Hollywood fairy tales. Sure. Let's put that back here. Willis Brothers again. They're our group. So yeah, now we're going. We'll see what this ends up doing. We've got 2 more scripts in it. Let's see how that goes. Stolen pay. Hey, we've got it. It's now this shows us the likelihood that either it's going to get worse, it'll stay the same, or go better thanks to him. Otherwise, in 70 days, it'll decrease automatically. He could make it happen sooner. So let's keep that going. We're gaining influence points. We have new story elements. That's good to see. So now we could do 6 new story elements in the story workshop. In 100 days, let's go ahead and get those new elements so we can make things. So now when we make our stories, we can add a 6th element to it when we get that. Rolling edits 15% faster. I don't think we need to do that because we don't have the producers and stuff to make all these movies right now, so we'll do it that way. Let's see what these scripts turn out to be. Let's get our casting officers to go. Okay, Head in the Clouds, one of our original scripts. So much better. 4.6 and 4.4, as long as we had better talent to make it. Bernard, you're doing well, sir. Look at that. So we combine story elements that fit together. Things go nicely. We are going to shelve that one for now. We need to get some better actors in, or else that's just going to be junk. We do have our casting office now, so now it's time to hire some actors. We know we need some women. We're going to sort them by skill. So we got a 9-7. Wow. A rising star, a true artist, conceited, and an addict. Oh, so we'd be $1,200 a year. But that's not money. That's influence. That's going to be expensive. She's calm. Could work with her. Unassuming, friendly, LCP, 18-year-old, 18-year-old. These are all cheap 18-year-olds, and we could get them in our studio, potentially build them up, and they don't have any major issues. So this is good. Let's go for these 3. They'll save us some money. We'll have plenty of actresses this way, potentially. So right now, contract type. What's that? 23. Oh, you got it. Let's increase it to 3 years. Let's get you as long as we can. We'll spend $50,000. Lock her up. We're going to be using several of her movies, and we're going to do the same thing for Darlene. Hopefully they have the ability to get a lot better and they don't cap out. We don't know yet. They haven't capped out yet, but we don't want them to max out their skills. We're going to do 3 years for her as well because she's only $19,000. Signed. And then we're going to do one more. Marion Rice, our calm. We're going to make some stars out of you. All 3 of you. Because you're not very expensive. 24,000. Maybe we can find some other potential stars here on the male side. I mean, we're not making great movies yet anyways because we can't. We don't have the ability. Wow. So he is a rising star. He's conceited. But he also doesn't cost too much. Let's go for him. He's already a 5-star actor. How expensive would you be for 3 years? 27,000? You bet. Doesn't cost much per year or per calendar year. Harold Ramos. That sounds awfully familiar. Harold Ramos. He's undisciplined. This guy's unbiased. Forms his own opinion about people. I like that. Raymond Jimenez, 18. Supposed to 35. We can get another young one. What's he? Chaste and perfectionist. Gene Russell is a perfectionist. He's less expensive. What's Ramon here? Melancholic. Okay, we're going to go with Raymond Jimenez. We already have several male actors, so I think this is the last one of the male actors we'll add. We're going to try to lock him down. Okay. I may be overspending. We'll find out. But you got to invest money to make money, right? What do we have for directors? Do we have anybody amazing? Wow. He's very good. But he's expensive. We have an arrogant director. We have a phenomenon. Wow. Norman Ward, a 19-year-old phenom who's a lot less expensive than Francis Patterson. So even though he's 4.2, he's really good at comedies. We have a good comedy writer. Let's do that. He'll be our third director. We don't need more than 3 right now. How much would he take for 3 years? He'd be worth it. Now we're going to need another producer probably, because producers are tied into this the whole way through. We want somebody who's not too expensive and still pretty decent. Let's go for the alcoholic Fernando Gonzalez. We're only going to do 2 years with him. And then let's see. What about cinematographer? Do we have anybody amazing for cinematography? We do. Why were the... Okay. Oh, we went this way. Who is not... Oh, wow. Super cheap. Wow. He's super loyal and happy, and he's a 6.1. We're building better soundstage, so maybe we should go with Leo. The other guy's so inexpensive, though. We could just add him because he's not going to cost us any money. How much will he cost? 81. 62. Let's do that. 2 years for Leo, and let's go ahead and add that other guy. He's better than what we have here already. Howard Gutman. Is he related to our actor? I'm not sure. We're going to do 3 years. $5,000. That's a win. He's going to be the future of our studio, potentially. I don't think we need any more of these. They're not any good anyways. We could hire another security. $560 for every month. Eek. Okay, we're good there. We could get more screenwriters, but again, they're not very good. No reason to do that. But we could work on token money. Ooh, what's our Knights of Steel one doing? Not very good. So our first foray into the historical one didn't work too well. Okay, shelve it for now. We got to work on this one down here. Now this one's not a bad script, so let's go ahead and change our producer. We want to put Fernando on this one. We're gonna put, wait, do we not have, oh, he was cinematography, that's right. Director Norman, you are a phenom. Wait, is this a comedy? This is not. Let's let Anthony get this one. But let's go. Let's reset. We have new cinematographers now too. Leo. We got our soundstage. He's really good on a soundstage, so we're just going to do it all there. That's how a lot of the movies that back in the day were made, anyways, all on sound stages. Okay, so Fernando's going to get his first shot at it, and we're going to let Anthony. Our daring adventurer is going to be Elise. Pink and brand new actresses. We just mold them. And the other sidekick is going to be Darlene. So we're going to get them introduced right off the bat. We have our strict parent, the 42-year-old Sarah Frid. And the murderer will be the 35-year-old rising star. No, we're going to go with Peter Harris. Okay. Accepted. Start this project. Hopefully it turns out good and makes us some money, because we're going to need some. Okay. So that's been enough for this first episode. Get a good look at it. See how we start. We've got a new upgrade. I think we're going to stop it here for now, and we can see from this point on. Actually, we can't stop it yet. What do we got? Wandering Malcolm. 4 years straight, he's been knocking on the door every film studio with a script. He's an odd one, but hey, for $1,000 cash. Oh, he literally jumped on top of my car when I arrived at work. I even managed to get a look at the title page of his script, Rotten Fates. Huh. You know what? We can pay $1,000 for it. Maybe it'll be good. Okay. So we're going to stop it here. We're going to have a couple movies going on the next episode so we can see how these do. We will hopefully get some marketing going as well. We've got some potential talent. If we can not mess this up, this could be good and we could get going. Hopefully you're finding this game interesting like I am. I'm excited to play through it a little bit before that big release comes out in April, see what they do with it. I'm excited to see how it's gone so far, and hopefully this piqued your interest and you'll come back on the next episode, and I hope to see you then.